Good morning as the subscriber count goes down on the live stream this morning. As we start out the introduction to the last stream before I go to Spain and we get a good amount of work done here, working on a mega build or getting closer to it here in the survival kingdom in my forever world. I am excited to be able to spend some time with you all today. Sleepy Obama, and Platmorphers, thank you so much for hanging out with me already as we start off. And we will start off our introduction today here in the survival world, and we will be making a return to it for sure. I do assure you that. We have plenty of work to get done in order to make sure that I can try to get at least a video out, if not two, hopefully just one. But then we will have a movie coming out, actually, of all of the progress that we've done here on the Desert Kingdom. But I do need to do some creative building today, actually. One of our channel members, Haley, wants to give Dorothy, our camel, which I can't seem to find over here. Oh, there she is. The plan here is to give Dorothy a bit of, a stable, I guess you could say. And so we will have to head into our creative world and do some building there. So you guys will get to see my thought process behind building. I hope that you're excited about that. And then later on in the stream, probably after the first hour or so, we will head back into the forever world here and we will continue to get progress done. And so if you're excited for that adventure, consider leaving a like on the stream. And if you're watching after the fact, I appreciate you. It is 4:08 a.m. my time, and so we will have to see what time I end up finishing off stream today. Hey Seven, I hope that you're doing well, my man. Yeah, the last stream before Spain, and unfortunately, it means that I won't be able to, kind of be in the loop and be hanging out with you guys in the mornings. And I was actually debating this morning on whether or not I wanted to do stream, because I really want to prioritize getting these videos out for you all. But at the same time, I'm just turning down the volume a little bit here. But at the same time, off to new horizons and adventures and whatnot, I'm going to miss you guys. I've really been enjoying waking up with you guys in the morning and being able to get some progress done. So decided, you know what? Even though it's less efficient, because I waste a lot more time connecting with you guys in the best way possible, I wanted to do one last send-off stream, and then I'll definitely knuckle down and get into the video editing locker. Along with, we will have about 4 episodes over the next month while I'm gone, coming out on the second channel. We will head out of the forever world very quickly, and we'll head into our desert creative world, which I did just make this morning, because this is where we will get around to making our stable for Dorothy. Can I build a statue? I think that'd be fun. I'd totally be down, but builds in the forever world are only for channel members. It does take such a long time to make these builds that I wish I could do them for everybody, but I can't. But a statue does sound like a very cool idea. Today we will really just have to... Today really is like a grind. Like, I will, I'm really leaving, but my trip, I won't have a laptop for. I'm going on a religious pilgrimage. I'm going to walk throughout Spain. And so I really won't have access to like that much, technology or anything like that. And so in order to get anything out for you guys, I have to be super intentional today. So I just can't get it done, but that sounds super fun. It sounds like a really good idea, honestly. All right, so let's see. We can go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think it needs to be that big for Dorothy. Let's do 7 by 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, it's going to be hard for Dorothy to get in here. So in the entranceway, we'll probably take off 3 just like that. And then we'll continue along the side here. I think that we'll probably just completely square off the back like that. And then if you don't use Axiom, I am about to make my life a lot easier. I can just head down here and we'll probably go 7 by 7 by 7. 2, 3. Actually, I take that back. I don't want it to be that tall. I'm actually okay with that. But yeah, guys, feel free to become a channel member as well. I did just update all of the emojis and all of the badges as well. They're my own custom designs, and I'll put an emoji into the chat so you guys can. I'll put all of them into the chat so you can see what they're like. They're fun to use. It definitely adds some extra spice to the stream. And one thing you may notice is that we don't have any of this desert grass here in the Forever World, which I think is kind of interesting. Okay, let's think here. I think I'm going to maybe, yeah, we'll come up just like that. And then we'll probably take more of our sandstone on the top there, but I do think I want to do an upside down stair, and that's just a very simple way of getting an arch, and I think that Dorothy should be able to get through there. I feel like she should be able to be okay. I think we'll go up one more too. I think the build could use just a little bit of extra height. And then honestly, you know, the one thing that you really have to do in order to make it a desert build, of course, is going to be to take our slabs like so. And all you have to do is just put them on the top like that and you're good to go. But happy Monday, guys. What are y'all up to today? For me, just video editing and then really just preparing for Spain, of course. But I'm going to be in the grind mode. You know, I've already been up since very early. Yeah, the emojis are fun. I feel like this is not a bad start right here. Maybe I feel like it could be nice to have a couple of windows though. So why don't we go 2 in on each, just like that, right? And then we'll hop across the middle and we'll do the same thing here. And then maybe actually, no, I do want to have them windows. So I think what we'll do actually is we'll take out some spruce here. And then we could just make a fence out of it. And I think I'm okay with that. Sleepy Obama, what do you do for work? You guys may know, I'm an elementary school teacher. So this is my teacher summer at the moment. You know, I'm pretty happy with that. We could actually maybe come one up, like, guys, I woke up before my morning alarm. Y'all hear it? That's my 4:15 morning alarm. My body woke me up before it. So I've just I got up and I brushed my teeth this morning, and I have been preparing for stream, and now I get to hang out with you all this morning. Okay, what do we think? Part of me like doesn't even want to have a roof to it. I don't know. We actually could do maybe a cool design though and come down one with our slabs just like so. And this is such a cozy song. And you'll see that it's going to start to kind of bleed on down like this. And I kind of like seeing where I can go with it. So what I'll end up doing is I'll continue one down like so for all of them. Although it can get very confusing very quickly. We'll do one more here. Then take off that guy like that. I'm probably doing it in a very inefficient way too. Would not surprise me. Okay, why don't we step up here? Yeah. And then actually, we can come in with our spruce leaves. Just like so. I will adjust the time so that we can see once again, and it's daytime. And just like that, you know, adding depth to your builds in the desert makes all the difference in the world, as you can see. So we'll add a couple of lanterns in for decoration too, I believe. See if we can go 1 and 2. I kind of like that. On the sides. And then to light up the inside. And Dorothy can fit in here. It's kind of funny looking. Let's see, do we want to do all 4? No, it's too bright. What if we did 2 like that? No, I think we'll actually, what we will do is we'll come in with some hay bales for some extra decoration here. And maybe some campfires too. Okay, I like that. And then we definitely need some barrels too. And one mistake I always make all of the time when I'm building in creative is I'll put the material that I need away. And it's very frustrating. Let's see, I want something here, but I want something different. I think maybe we could do something, maybe we could take a chiseled sandstone right there, and then maybe put an armor stand up here. And this is my interior designing with Slip. I'm going to leave that there, so hopefully it can help us out on Lightmatica when we come back into the world and do something with it. But I kind of like that. And actually, we won't need any extra lighting. I think the lighting we have on the top actually should be good. But it would, if you, what am I looking for? It would not be me. Not a cup. It would not be me if I did not have some pots here. And then I think we might try to experiment as well and see if we can actually do some campfires down below. And one thing I always talk about on stream is that for me, you know, I used to be so nervous about even being hesitant like this because you guys can see I'm thinking. But hopefully, you know, these sorts of things can help you guys kind of see my thought process here. And I like that. But one thing I know that we're definitely going to change here is we're going to come in with some stairs. And when you're building in the desert just like this, adding the extra stairs and kind of working with designs just like so, maybe we can come upside down like that too. Doing these little things instantly can kind of just change the wall, right? And so as well, if we, oops, we come in and do a side stair like that could be fun too, right? And then it adds a little bit of light inside. And then when we head into the inside, we'll probably be able to see something from that too. So I think that's kind of fun. Oh, why did I choose the desert? That's such a good question. Let me grab a quick sip of water. Of course, since I'm waking up this morning, it's important to stay hydrated so we can have more stream longevity. And then I will get back. That's such a good question. Also, a good morning to you, Platmorpher. I hope that you're doing well, man. It is a howdy top of the day. Good start to the morning with you all. Oh, Haley's here too. Haley, check out the new emojis that we have. And what we're doing right now, this is your build. I'm so happy. I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to make it into stream today, but this is the build that we're making for you. Okay. My detached cam mod is still messed up. But for me, here's why I think I have enjoyed building in the desert. As well as I do want to explain just very quickly what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to texture in with some smooth sandstone, and it's really going to make all of the difference here. You can see even just a couple of blocks like that is going to make it so much less block-like and help it kind of blend in a lot more. But for me, I ended up doing a Desert 100 Days playthrough, and I had a total blast doing it. And so then I came back about a year ago, and I think it's, I don't know, hopefully it's still a public video on my channel. I ended up doing 200 days, like a 200-day world in the Desert Kingdom as well, which is where our first friend Stella and our initial friend Dorothy that we have now found once again in the world here ended up coming through. And when I was doing the 100 days, for me, I had an absolute blast, and I wasn't expecting to do so. And there was something about the challenge in particular. For me, I really enjoyed just like building, as you guys can see, and making aesthetic things, but I know that the desert is a challenge. And I think that the thing that really pulls most people away from continuing on in the desert is the fact that they'll kind of grow tired of it and they won't be able to stick through. Because the desert is such a more, I don't know, kind of bland, you know, and monotonous looking biome, it's easier to want to let go. And I understand that because there's much more exciting biomes that I could be building in, and we will be building in other biomes and other kingdoms in the future. But you guys probably know me enough, hopefully by now, as a person to see that like I'm a very dedicated person, and I'm a very disciplined person too. You know, that's why I can still, you know, wake up and do all these things and have multiple Minecraft channels and still work full time and, you know, all the different things. It just takes a lot of discipline. And so I know that I'm the sort of person that can make it happen. And one thing that when you really invest a lot of time into like building a Minecraft world, the biggest thing that I realized is that the more you actually play and put into the world, the more beautiful the world gets, and the more you want to come back and play in it. Let's try some campfires right here. I kind of like the vibe for this song. Nice and morning raw. See, just like one campfire just like that can make all of the difference. It's okay, we'll have to take out our shovel just like so. I've actually still never had netherite in the game. Just about, maybe we can come in with a couple more on top. And then Haley, if you want to give a name to this, do you want to have a specific name? Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, I tried really hard on the on the badges. I've been getting a lot more channel members recently, and thank you guys really so much for all the support. And then I looked at like the package that and don't get me wrong, the package was good before because there's 15 exclusive videos. And like a face reveal and like all these, you know, sorts of different things. So I spent a lot of time, you know, about a year or so ago making the membership package. And we actually have a couple of members that are over 1 year too. So they have the diamond slip badge, and I can't wait to see. I literally cannot wait to see them comment on the videos and see the diamond slip and that sort of thing. But I had an initial version, and I was looking back on it, and I was like, before I go to Spain, I just feel bad for the people that are supporting me. I was like, I want to give them all of the things that I can possible. So just about, this is the introduction song to our most recent video, which if you haven't checked out, please do. Well, actually, I kind of like that with the little slabs like that. I wasn't even thinking. That was just a random thing. Hey, Ekbar and Stinker. That's a funny name, too. Let's see, I like that. Oh, it's an intense start to the stream this morning as we already finish our first build for Dorothy. I actually really like that, too. Get out our stick here and go into Litematica mode. Enable our rendering here. And then we have to do toggle for our area selection, where now we can grab this guy and we'll put him into the survival world. I really wasn't sure before I hopped on stream. I'm still getting more used to building with you guys. I was like, I hope it turns out good. I'm actually really happy with this. Alright, so now we have our box. We'll head into our area editor here. Let's say Haley's desert. Stable. I feel like that's a good name for it. Haley, if you have any other names, definitely let me know. Boom. So we'll save the schematic just like so. And now it is just about officially time to head back into the forever world. I'm sure that some of you guys are waiting for that. But we do, again, in order to get anything out, any videos out, I have to get some creative building in. Ooh, Haley, those are actually pretty good names. I like that. I feel like the spit stop is really funny. All the love, Haley, all the love. Okay, where should we put this for Dorothy? I do think I want to put our next build, which we'll also have to build in creative later today. I do want to put it right here, I think. So where would be a good spot? I feel like maybe even right here. Or right here. Let's think. I think there's a little bit more space here. So I think I'd be happy to put it in here. And for any of you guys Minecraft builders, or that are Minecraft builders that use Litematica, going into free cam mode when you actually get your build is such a game-changing way to be able to actually place it into the world, as you can see. But we will have to rotate it around. And a really great thing to do is also rename. Make sure that you do have a name for your builds. Let's see. We'll have it face forward like so. Place it down like so. And head on over this way. What is everyone up to this morning? Well, I am waking up and I can tell that my morning voice is still with us. Ooh. I think this is cute. I think this is really cute. The hump house. Yeah, Platmorpher, I wish. I'm an elementary school teacher. I can't. My kids watch my school kids watch my channel. I literally have parents that want their kids to be in my class because of the Minecraft channel. So I can't do that. That would be I got to be a positive influence out here. Sleepy, I can't go to the Nether. I'm sorry. We will later on. When I get back from Spain, we will. I promise you. What we will do right now, so I can get a better idea of the entire build, is we'll kind of punch out the little blocks that we don't need right here. And then we'll go and collect as well. Yes, a dangerous name. But Sleepy, we absolutely will be heading to the Nether. Just I won't be able to really get to it until I get back from Spain. The school year won't start back up for me for getting back and preparing for the school year until like mid-August. And I get back at the end of July, 2 days before my birthday. So we'll probably have a birthday stream, which would probably be fun. And again, I'm going to miss you, you guys, but I won't be able to do anything. I mean, hopefully you guys enjoy my YouTube videos. I enjoy spending time with you guys on stream and whatnot, but I really do hope that y'all enjoy the videos. And that's my always kind of like foremost priority. I love making YouTube videos. I love editing. Those things are really fun for me. So, yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoy them. Let's take some of our smooth sandstone here. And then we will also take some of our cut sandstone and we'll make some slabs here. We really don't need too much. And then do you guys know, y'all know how to make an armor stand? I have no idea. I'm just changing the song very quickly. Actually, let's start back up at the top of the stream playlist. I have some... Ooh. I'm used to, when you go back to the top of the stream playlist that you're usually, it's like, oh, I know the song, but I've updated it. So it's nice to have a fresher, new, relaxing song. Okay, yeah, I don't know how to make an armor stand, which is going to be our issue here. My birthday is July 28th. What have I got planned for videos while I'm in Spain? We're working on it. That's what I mean. Like, I have to do a whole ton of work in order to get anything out for you guys. Genuinely. So this is the plan, but the plan in Spain is going to be doing a religious pilgrimage, to be backpacking across Spain, which I can't wait for. Let me grab a quick sip of water. Yeah, Sleepy, I hope that it makes sense. If you had my own personal lens, other people would probably be like, don't even try to get a YouTube video out. But I definitely want to. And then the thing is though, if I'm able to get a YouTube video out for you guys, then what it'll also enable for me to do, hopefully, if I have enough time to work on a decent intro, is to be able to make the movie for the first 500 days in the desert here, which this will be the finale video for. But don't worry, we're not going anywhere. Like, we're not leaving the desert. We will do at least 1,000 days, and then if I'm satisfied with the kingdom at that point, we'll move to a new biome, and we can talk about what we might want to do then. But not yet. Not yet. I definitely want to continue to, I don't know, really make this place into an oasis, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's gonna be very exciting. It's honestly, here's the thing though, it's now so close that it feels so real, that it's kind of scary, because I'm not going with anybody. Like I'm going by myself to Spain, and walking across the country, and just figuring it out, you know. So, it's actually really nerve-wracking. At the same time, we actually had way more blocks than I thought, but it does seem like we're gonna need some clay. So yeah, yesterday morning, and when I woke up, honestly, this morning, even when it came to like doing our last live stream together, because for me, y'all, I've been trying to do this YouTube thing so hard for the last like 2.5 years, and I've had so much channel growth, and it's become part of who I am in a way that, you know, I never really expected to happen, and I'm so glad that it happened this way. But you know, life, you know, you never know what to expect in life and that sort of thing. So this is going to be, you know, a major trip and a major experience for me. And I haven't taken a massive break from YouTube like this before. So I know I'll get back to it, but I'm like, man, you know, just the end of a major chapter of me not even like allowing for myself to take a break from consistency, just because, you know, I wanted to prove to myself that I could be consistent, and I have, and I really enjoy that, being able to make as much content for you guys. And so it's like, man, I'm not gonna do that. Like, my life is gonna look completely different for about a month or so. Let's see. I do need clay, guys. It is so difficult. It is like literally so impossible for me to find clay here, and I don't know why. And if anyone is an expert and knows if there is like an automatic way to get clay for bricks besides a mason villager, which, why don't I just get, just kidding, why am I making my life so much harder? While we do a bit of material collection, we don't need that that overlay. Well, we still have our Naruto run, so we can keep on heading over this way. I can find out how to make my way this way. Okay. Man, we've got some emotional music this morning, y'all. I know it's nice and quiet for me, but I've definitely added a lot of classical music. It's showing me that it's important for me to have some nice little grooves, like this one, the bop that we have. That baby the bop bop. Okay, yeah, let's try to see if we have emeralds. Sometimes, you know, and I love building in survival, but sometimes I just want to get straight to the grind, and I can't. We have 5 emeralds here. Let's see if we have any wheat or anything like that we can trade. I have a good feeling that we do. And also, you know, a very small thing here, but we have changed out the the field here to beetroot, because we need tons of red dye. So that's kind of hurting us on the trading at the moment. Oh. So funny to me. If you've ever played Minecraft with me, oh, okay. We have some melons. Some melons! If you've ever played Minecraft with me, you'll know that, like, I play a lot and, like, build a lot, but I actually have no materials because I spend all of them. Like, I am always, guys, so poor in Minecraft. And it's so funny because I spend so much time doing it that you'd be like, he should be absolutely established by now, but no. And honestly, I thought I was going to get more progress done in the desert, but part of the fun of the challenge is the fact that actually it's so difficult to do. Especially the way that I play without min-maxing the game and whatnot. Alright, so we'll head down here into our villager trading area that I pretty much never use. And why is that? Probably because I just like to make my life harder. I don't have any other good reason. And I think we do have one mason in here, which we can... That was all we needed to do. Oh, that made life so much easier. And we can trade stone now too? Let's go. I don't know why that was so hard for me to figure out. Hey, Dough Magic. What's going on, dude? Thank you for waking up with me this morning. What time is it for you? And thanks for watching the video. Also, to be politically correct, y'all, I am not like a... it doesn't matter to me. Like, my... one half of my family is on the right side of politics, and the other half of my side is on the left side of politics. And we won't get into political discussion and whatnot, but my most recent YouTube video is called Making the Desert Great Again, and I literally spent 3 hours last night updating the thumbnail. And I think it's so funny. It's me wearing like it's supposed to be a MAGA hat. It's a red Trump cap, but I ended up changing the text from MAGA to MDGA, Make the Desert Great Again. And then the thumbnail shows me transforming the desert. I literally think it is so funny. Okay, we'll take those pots right there. And then guys, does anyone know how to make an armor stand? One sec, I gotta catch up on chat very quickly. Let's take a look here. I'll grab a sip of water too. Look at these badges, they're so fun. Guys, in the most wonderful way, whenever y'all chat, for me, it'll like scroll down my YouTube screen and it makes it impossible to read the comments. Oh, Platmorpher, you're totally right, dude. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be so much architecture to be able to bring back to the for the game as well. That's funny. I may come back and be like, I don't want to build in the desert anymore. That would make sense. Ooh, first off, I want to hear y'all's favorite mob in Minecraft. That is such a good question, Sleepy. I don't know. Ooh. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. It could be the camel, honestly. It could be the camel. There is... On my channel, if you were to ever go into the playlists, there's a 2-hour 100 days video of me playing in the desert, and most of it is me talking in a way that's not cinematic, which is pretty not how my channel performs usually. As you guys know, I love making the cinematics and whatnot. But most of it is kind of like this style and playing and talking and that sort of thing. But then at the end, there's like a massive cinematic that probably no one got to of me making a huge, huge camel. Huge camel. Hey, Dough Magic, thanks so much for saying hi. I really appreciate you, my man. Yeah, does anyone know how to make an armor stand? I literally do not know. I guess I could search it up. Okay, smooth stone slab and then sticks. Okay, that's not really that expensive actually. So I think we have tons of stone right here. We will make a quick pit stop down on off to our smeltery in this direction here. Oh, Dough Magic, I don't think I've put Dough Magic into the kingdom yet. So we will very quickly as well. Let's see, grab... why don't we go for mangrove for today's stream? Then we'll make some mangrove signs. And then let's see, let's put Dough Magic actually... Let's have him in the starter base area. Well, Hey, Mina. Hey, also, what's up, Mina? I think that camels are goated. They're so goofy looking. I absolutely agree. What a good username. Dough Magic. Yeah, I totally cannot agree with you more. I think the reason that I probably choose the camel as my favorite mob, and we can head over to Dorothy over here, is because the little smile is so silly. This little goofy little smile is so... It is so funny. So, leave a like on the stream for the camel. Leave a like for Dorothy, and we're making her stable. This pit stop for Haley in just about a minute or so. But I do need to head in here. Again, at the beginning of stream, before I decided to stream, I was like, I know I'm gonna get sidetracked so much more, so it's gonna take me so much more time to get progress. I was like, no, I want to hang out with you guys. So we'll take our lava buckets. We'll head back up here. And then once again, in the most inefficient way possible, Actually, why don't we try to give some extra use for this up here? Oh, that's such a good idea. Okay, I need to see if I have a crafting table on hand. I don't, but I can make one. And so what we'll do very quickly, put our crafting table here. Can't find it. There we go. Alright, 16 furnaces. Oh, prefer the cats in MC? That makes sense. Are y'all cat people or dog people? Or both people? I think we'll take this down. And then we'll make a little furnace area in here. And that way we actually have... Man... a use for this. Although we are running out of space very quickly. Let's see. Why don't we try to go 3 up if we can? Oh, and I can kind of have them on the side like that too. It's kind of fun. Oh, and it's really bothering me the fact that I can't get... I do not have enough inventory space for this one block. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh, and I put it in the wrong spot too. Okay, hopefully that's the right spot. I can't even tell anymore. So now we can head in here. And I'll actually have to go grab more stone because I'm realizing I used all of it. Ooh, I'm totally down. Haley, that sounds awesome. Yes, I also agree. I do not really think, I think I'm more of a dog person, and again, nothing against the cat people, whatsoever. but a cat is very much more like a wild animal that uses us to fulfill its own needs. Definitely a wild animal. Just in terms of their personality. Where a dog is just so much more complacent in the and I love dogs, right? But definitely a major difference between them. Okay. Let's go and grab some more stone. Ekbar means Ekiberry. I work for an energy bar company called Patter Bar. And Ekbar sounds like a really great kind of name for it too. I think it's a really great name for a YouTube channel. Yes. Except for Haley, here's the one thing. I'm more than happy to update the sign. And I'm actually more than happy to put a sign on. We will put a sign on your build too with that. But we have been having so many more people come into the kingdom recently with our streams. I don't know where everyone is located. Which is a bad thing. Which is part of the reason that for channel members, we're making your own builds because very quickly I'm starting to lose everyone's place. Although it's fun for me because then I'm reminded, like, if we head in here, it's like, oh, Funky is over here, and then Platmorpher actually is over here. And then we got Audra over here, and whatnot. Okay, so I keep getting sidetracked, y'all. But that's more than okay. I'm gonna miss you guys. It's gonna be such a different life. Such a different life for a month for me in Spain. Yes. You're right, Sleepy. I don't think that it's ever good to really talk in absolutes like that. Not all cats. Just like not all dogs are complacent, and you know, I really don't believe too much in universals or like absolutes. I do believe that there's kind of like a spectrum to everything. So I totally agree with that statement. I was too quick to hate on the cats. I ended up cat sitting for my first time ever last summer, which actually I didn't think about until now. And that was where I started to actually like kind of enjoy cats. Like, don't get me wrong, I have nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with cats. Why don't we put one of our barrels? We can't. Oh, we can actually. Yeah, it might block up a little space, but I think that's okay. And then we'll just kind of even up top right there. Okay, and I'm okay with that. And so we'll just hold on off for a second. And then this furnace down here, why don't we put this into the smooth stone? Because we really don't need too much of it right now. Just enough for one armor stand, right? Cool. And we'll place a little bit more in here just like that. Boom. I guess you could say this is nice and cozy actually. Feeling quite warmed up. Haley, if I'm honest, I'm so curious. I want to know more. I love the name. How'd you end up getting that nickname? And that's such a good name for a channel. It's so like very highly identifiable, and it sounds like it's very personable, and has a real reason behind it. So I don't know if you're willing to share. I'd love to hear about it, honestly. Oh, and you would go for dogs as your favorite Minecraft pet? Yeah. Oh, Platmorpher, you have 2 collies? Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I'm sure they keep you on your toes as well. Okay, I think we can head into our smooth stone. Oh, it's nighttime, which is kind of scary. It's kind of dark out here. Although we absolutely have protection. Except for from the creepers. Let's head to sleep. Okay, do you guys ever watch any of these streams after the fact? Oh, there's a lot of mobs out there. Let's be careful for a second. Like the stream replays? Or do you guys watch VODs from other people? It's one thing I've been kind of curious about recently. Okay, why don't we head into our stonecutter? Turn them all into smooth stone slabs. You only need one. And I do believe we are just about officially ready to get... Oh, actually, we need hay bales. We are just about ready to start our build for today. And that is a good feeling, and we have triumphant music to kick to put us into that vibe. I am going to place down another barrel. I'm just trying to have it in a place where I'll remember it. And we'll put away the materials that we don't need for the build right now. And then we will quickly go and get a couple more materials, and then we're pretty good to go. So I'm excited, but really just kind of the hay bales. And I kind of miss having a desert flower in my offhand. Except for I don't know where I put it. Although we had it at the beginning of stream. Let's see. We may... Although I don't... No. Okay, we have one more task. Apologies, we have one more task that we have to do in order to prepare ourselves. Ooh. That guy just got taken out right there. Do I have a crush on someone? No, I don't have a crush on anybody at the moment. You know, I'm going to Spain. So I've kind of been intentional over the last like month or two. I was like, I don't want to get into anything. But if you do have a crush on anybody, that is more than okay. It's one of the best things in life, I would say. But I guess I wouldn't. For me, I'm a little bit more on the older crowd. I would say although I'm not old, but I'm on the older crowd, so I'd just be like, oh, I'm interested in somebody. I wouldn't say like, I have a crush on you, or, you know, I have a crush on somebody. But like, oh, you know, I think so-and-so is cute. I think they're an awesome person. Like, I want to spend more time with them. I'm interested in them, you know, or even like attracted to them. But no, I don't have any crushes at the moment. That's okay. I'm very happy to be able to be, I don't know, following my own path on life. Spending time with you guys, making YouTube videos, you know, traveling around the world, teaching kids how to be better versions of themselves. Selling clean energy bar company, or energy bars. Helping other Minecraft YouTubers grow their channels. I mean, those all sound like really great things, so if you are feeling too hung up, please do know that if your crush or your interest in someone is not reciprocated, it does not reflect anything about who you are as a person. It just means that you are learning what you like and don't like, and as well as that other person. And so, would you really ever want to be with that person that isn't seeing you in the way that you would see yourself on your best days, if that makes sense? I know, Haley. I'm trying so hard to focus on Armistead, but unfortunately, guys, let's try to collect our wheat right here. I think I've been using all of our wheat, so we will have to maybe sacrifice a little bit on the hay bales, but that's okay because it is time to start the build. Let's put away this stuff because we don't need it. We'll head in here. We do have enough hay bales. Eki, that is working out perfectly. Very happy with that. Okay. To eat some food. Grab the materials that we need. Oh, here's our desert cactus flower. Okay. We did have a couple more flower pots. We do need these. But I think that really could be it. I mean, it's a very small build. We will hit start recording. Head back into Lightmatica, enable rendering. We'll do our single layer and start right there. And then once again, as I always do, just to make my life as easy as possible, we'll head into easy place mode. And it's going to take us absolutely... Oh, we don't have that one block right there. I forgot. We need one chiseled sandstone, which will be easy for us to make. Why don't we do it right now? Get that iron golem out of the way, please. Let's see, if we head into here, then we can take our normal sandstone. We literally need one, but I'm going to make 64. 64 times the needed amount. We'll place in our hay bales right here. Oh, we need one barrel, which is why I had one barrel. And now we're using the one barrel. Come on. That's so funny. I don't think I have the wood for it too. This is where I move on. I love this song, honestly. This was the most recent build song for the video that came out this week. Let's place that guy down. I'll have to place him down later, I guess. Do 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 do. I don't know. It's kind and upbeat and on theme. Right? If you just let it play for a second. With the falling leaves and our beautiful new Minecraft update. And unfortunately, the last stream for a long time. Oh. I'm gonna miss you guys. Alright, let's head up one more. Continue layering on up. And within a minute or two, we will have Eki's brand new camel stable. Eki, should we try to get Dorothy in here? Are we able to lead camels? I feel like that sounds like a silly answer. Like, it's gotta be a yes. But I don't know. We'll head up right here. Oh, we need our spruce leaves too. I feel like I always forget something. Grab our pickaxe. We don't need that block there. And you guys can see, even when you're working with like more complex designs here, if you use Lightmatica, it makes your life so much easier. Weed, what's going on, dude? Welcome back to the Forever World. What time is it for you? For me, we've been streaming for an hour, actually exactly, y'all. It is 5 a.m. And I've already been streaming for an hour. Meaning I was actually up at 3:15 this morning, y'all. I set my alarm for 4, but I kind of had the intention in the back of my mind, honestly, of streaming at 4 So I bet you that my mind and my body kind of clock in anticipation kind of woke me up. But other people would tell me that, Slip, you should probably make sure that you get a little bit more sleep. What do we want? We need smooth sandstone slabs. Okay. Someone told me that easy place mode on Lightmatica has a keybind. I have no idea what it is. If any of you know, please do help out the guy. We'll head down here. We actually are gonna need to head to the starter base very quickly. The reason being for that, we need a couple of spruce leaves. But I'm very excited. When we run back, I haven't even taken a look at. I'm really internalized. I'm kind of just processing the things that I need in order to make the build. Let's see. We'll get to really see what's going on here. We do have enough smooth sandstone as well. That is a total win. Why don't we head to sleep for the night? Uh, 1306, which is 106, right? Oh, Sleepy, yeah, do your thing. I'm catching up on chat very quickly. Yeah, come on, do your thing. And thank you so much for hanging out. We're not going anywhere yet. This is just the first hour on stream today. I can't see some of the messages in the chat. It looks like they've been retracted. As always, y'all, please do keep it family friendly. I am an elementary school teacher, and my kiddos watch this content, so I'm always more than happy to answer your questions. Please do always try to keep them as appropriate as possible, of course. So we will take a bit more of our smooth sandstone here. We'll come out like that. And then unfortunately, with the cinematics, yeah, we do have our replay mod going. I don't like having to do this with the cinematics because it can make it look a little worse in my own opinion. Let's see. What is it looking for? Oh, yeah, okay. But we will head back into our easy place mode right here. It's looking like these blocks, yeah, are smooth sandstone. So we had just run out of a couple blocks, and that's more than okay. But we'll continue to kind of paint paint our stable for Dorothy here. Head on up to the next render layer. Boom. And I think we do have our pots in our hand too. We do. I feel like this is such an like an atmospheric song. I've used it in a couple of cinematics, and I've really enjoyed it. On the second channel, it's an unlisted video now, but on the second channel, a long time ago, I made a cinematic to this song, I think as well, called This Is Minecraft. And so we'll place a couple more of these guys down. And then the nice thing that we can actually do, yeah, we're just about done. We just need to put final touches on. So if we head out of easy place mode, it doesn't really matter, you know, too much. I can add some smooth sandstone in here, and yeah, maybe it will show up red on Lightmatica. But this will actually add some nice extra texture bits to the side as well, and kind of have everything blend in more. And then we'll add our 3 piles of leaves right here. Although I kind of want to come in with some trapdoors or something like that. I'm just not really sure if I want to. I know there are people at 5. Actually, we'll keep this on. We'll keep this on. Sometimes I feel like I'm like, it's either too intense and sometimes like not perfect. You'll have to let me know if it's the groove. 3 wall. So we'll head in just like so. We can place down our armor stand. Oh, and oh, Haley, I just came up with such a good idea too. Because now we will be able to, let's take off our light Matica. Okay. Now we can actually put in our armor right here, and so there's always going to be a time to come back. Hey Mari, I hope that you're doing well. I'm so happy that you were able to catch the last stream before I go to Spain. Genuinely, I'm gonna miss you guys so much. It's been so fun getting to connect with you all recently. I'm getting emotional. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is we're gonna grab our armor. And then, unfortunately, we are going to have to wait a little bit of time in order to have everything 100%. But Eki, we are going to put your name in too, and then we have one lead here. So we can bring Dorothy on in as well. Yeah, I am going to Spain. I'm a lucky guy. I'm a lucky guy. Let me grab a quick sip of water. Oh, and Mari, we have new channel badges now, as you can probably see. And we also have new channel member emojis. I'm putting them into the chat now. So you're more than welcome to use these during the stream at any point that you would like to. So it's very fun, very fun. Let's see. Although I feel like I'm getting sidetracked very easily. We need barrels. We need like 3 barrels. So, oh, we have like 4. So we'll be good here. And we'll run on back. One of my favorite Minecraft creators and one of my best YouTube buddies here on the Minecraft scene is a guy named Cobb. And I'm sure whenever I'm like running back and forth in my kingdom, I'm always thinking that Cobb is like, Slip, dude, you are building in the most inefficient way possible, and for the most part, he is usually correct. Okay, we'll come in. Boom, just like that. Oh, I forgot to grab the armor. That's what I mean, so sidetracked. And then we just need one more hay bale right here. I don't have enough hay. I didn't realize I had any stream songs with... This is a good song. But unfortunately, guys, I never have like actual stream music or like, you know, singing in my songs because it's usually just my voiceover. But I used to make that mistake a lot more. And so I haven't said this in a year, so it's actually kind of fun. This is nostalgic. I can't compete with any voices that are more beautiful than mine. Although the reality is when you're recording content, sometimes when there's songs with music overhead, when you're giving a commentary, it can kind of confound everything. But we are going to take our sign. Let's see. I feel like, Eki, this is exactly where we'll put you. But I'm going to try to head into... I can't. The mini axolotl, Mari. Isn't that one fun? Isn't that one fun? Okay, let's see. Guys, we have so many wonderful comments from you guys today. Thank you so much for honestly hanging out. Eki. We'll just do Eki. Oop. I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm doing things on the second or on the mini screen that you guys can maybe see up top here. And so we'll do just a quick little bit more of organization. Boom. So up here we'll do the spit stable, right? I think it's the spit stable. Sleepy, what have you missed? We're just about done with our stable for Dorothy here. Mari, yeah, please, let's definitely send photos. I'll be sending my Spain photos, and you can send your Hungary photos. I'm gonna send you guys a photo every single day in the Discord, as much as I can. The spit stop, yeah. Oh, I love it. Oh, that is a perfect name for it. I'm very happy with that. And bada boom, bada bam, just like that, y'all. Although, of course, we will continue to kind of fit this area into the environment a bit more too. So we'll start punching this. I have enough of our dead bushes. Okay, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cute. It is so cute. Eki, should we put I'm gonna ask you. Eki, should we put some flowers in the flower pots here? Also, can you, I don't know the answer. Can you take the flowers and put them in a pot? Because if you can, that is going to be an utter game changer. We can put them in here. Oh, you can't. You can't. Minecraft. How are you letting us down like that? That is such a bummer. I literally, on Sleepy, you asked earlier, why do you build in the desert? About 6 months or so ago, I knew that the desert cactus flower was coming to the desert. And so I decided that I wanted to build in the desert so that I could have something very pretty with the new desert update. Especially on the YouTube side of things. I don't really think anyone else is actually doing a deep dive, like a very, high quality, long-term let's play of building a desert world since the update. The desert has always been the same for years and years and years. And so the Minecraft videos in the desert are, they've always been able to be the same. But now, this is literally this one thing is so majorly distinct, like it changes everything about the desert. Having all the pink around, as y'all can tell, it's so groundbreaking that from a YouTube side of things, it's actually really, it'll be good when hopefully the movie comes out to be able to, distinguish the fact that we were actually out here. Madrid! Hey, Cristiano. ¿Qué tal? I hope that you're doing well, dude. Let's think. Oh, we're getting Dorothy. That's what we're doing. Yes, it is good to see you, my man. I hope that you're doing well. Thanks for all of the lovely comments this week, and let's see if we can... Oh, you can lead her. Alright, Dorothy, you're coming with us, girl. You're coming with us, girl. Let's stop recording, because we'll get a brand new cinematic of this. Come with us, girl. Oh, I like the desert cactus flower on the ground, too. It's so cute. Okay, off we go. Sleepy, I think I've answered all of your questions. I'm trying to answer all of y'all's questions. It's such a blast being able to hang out with you guys. And I appreciate you spending the time with me. So I'm trying. I'm trying as long as it's appropriate. I'm trying. All right, Dorothy. It is time to put you into the spit stable. Oh my gosh, when we decorate this area up a bit too, it's gonna be so pretty. All right, head on inside, girl. Come on in. Reality is we'll probably place her right up here. Which might mean that she's kind of like standing in front. Like she'll always be standing in front like that. That's kind of funny. I don't know if I should keep it like that. Also, guys, I don't know. I know that I'm just misinformed. But what is the emoji that is like? I don't know if y'all can see that in the chat on my screen. The camel seems Dorothy. Which is originally named after Cringy who has a desert playthrough. He is a full-time YouTuber now. I've seen him grow over time, which is so incredibly cool. But he made a Let's Play where he named his camel, initially when the desert camel first came out, named Dorothy. And so for me, every camel, like literally every camel in the world is Dorothy, but this is also our Dorothy, if that makes sense. Oh, it's a cat. Well, but I guess the second question is that, given our conversation about cats earlier, what is that like a happy cat face? Cats are very hard to understand and know. So I'm not really sure. What we will do very quickly is we'll keep on and we'll extend our path. So we'll grab some blocks for that. Yeah, is it a satisfied cat face? Is it a happy cat face? Is it a not so happy cat face? I'd love to know. Okay. We have a whole ton of materials that I just do not know too much to do with here. We will grab more of our bricks. And then we'll grab we need terracotta, need some light gray, some white. We do have red terracotta. Okay, I was like, no! It's very important to have that. And then our mud bricks and our packed mud. How are you guys vibing with the music this morning? If there's anything you'd like, you see, and then the more we come back to this area, right, and we'll see Dorothy just there waiting for us every single time. Especially as you can see that now we definitely need to extend the path like so. It is all about to come together very, very quickly. So we can take out our shovel and our pickaxe like so. But very quickly, I've been streaming for just about an hour and a half. And this guy needs a quick little bathroom break and whatnot. So before we get to doing that, I am going to leave us with a view of Dorothy. But I do need to head inside and get a little bit to a safer spot. Make a joke, please. I'll tell you the worst, because this is the first thing. Let's see who we got over here. We got Cobb. We got Billy PH 2.0. We got Lewis the Dewis over here. We've got Smiles Up right here. I will head over here. I can tell you guys the worst dad joke that instantly came to mind. You need to answer the question for me, okay? While I go to the bathroom, you guys you'll have to let me know. And if anyone gets it right, then what will I do? Talk about what sort of reward you want if you get it right. We'll head right here. I want to see if we can get, there we go, the sign so that we can have Eki in the background right there. And boom, just like that, I will be back in just a few, okay? Thank you so much for hanging out this morning, y'all. Oh, I don't think I answered or asked the question. Sorry. Who lives in Grant's tomb? That's a question. Yeah. Who lives in Grant's tomb? Oh, so no one knows who lives in Grant's tomb? Well, I encourage you to ask AI. And if you haven't gotten your answer yet, the answer is Grant. It's his tomb. Grant lives in Grant's tomb. Which I know is so silly. It's such a bad joke. Alright, but welcome back. Let's get our toolbar back in action here. We can get out our beds. Thank you guys so much for being patient. It is now 5:30 in the morning for me, so it's nice to be able to take a bathroom break, and it enables for me to continue to live stream and try to feel as refreshed as possible while doing so. We do have our Iron Golem defense team. Let's make sure that we don't look at that Enderman, and we'll head back on over here because we are now going to continue on off and start digging into our terrain right here, making our path over to where Dorothy is now residing. You know what? Oftentimes, I will kind of pick out each block, but I'm just going to dig out everything. And then I'll explain my thought process a little bit about how I end up making paths. I pretty much do the same sort of idea. I use different blocks, and I don't think that I will keep this exact design here. I don't know. What do you guys think about this path? Like, I feel like this path is kind of too crazy. If I'm being honest. Yeah, that was the joke. The joke is, who lives in Grant's tomb? Grant. It's such a bad joke. And the first time I heard it, when my grandfather told me, I was probably like 7 or 8 years old. And there's actually there's another one that he told me, and I'll tell you all it right now. That's even worse. That I literally, to this day, although I'm his grandson, I still do not understand. It is, when does the rain hit the rhubarb? And the answer is not if it's in a can. Like, and my grandfather would just ask me, like, you know, wanting me to give him, like, you know, come up with like an answer. I'm like, I don't know what any of those words mean. Or I just don't know what, you know, the rhubarb is. So, you know, what does it mean when the rain hits the rhubarb? And why does it not being in a can? Why is that, you know, like, of course the rain isn't going to hit something if it's in a can. Why is that important? Like, and why is that funny? Like, so, but here's what I'm going to say, because I'm a very big believer on this, is that I'm going to push it back on you, Sleepy. Tell me a joke. Because I think it's very hard to be funny when you're just like, I don't know, I feel like even comedian, like, you know, I feel like the frame, honestly, this is the thing, the frame tell me a joke is a very difficult frame, because it makes it so that you have to have intentionality, and have something already kind of ready to go, like a thought perspective and ability to explain or show something with comedy. And that's what we do when we kind of make observations and make jokes about things. But when you ask someone for the frame of, like, tell me a joke, then I think that it already sets up a paradigm where, like, you have to then create something out of nothing. Where just, like, authentic humor is authentic because it just comes out authentically. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know if that made sense to you guys. I hope it does. But yeah, tell me a joke, y'all. And does anyone have the axolotl as their favorite mob? Mari, if the axolotl is your favorite mob, I think it would be fun to try to get one and to put your name on it. If you are interested in that, let me know. I wouldn't be able to do it before I go to Spain, but we would be able to get around to doing that, so I think that would be fun. And I really enjoy including y'all, especially the Slipper Plussers. Woo! Conrad Dorothy! As much as possible. This is going to be hard to place in these blocks here, huh? There we go. I'm sorry, Dorothy. I'm not treating you that well right now. There we go. One more. I feel like I'm gonna fall in the hole here. There's probably mobs by this point in time. I think that her hitbox is probably... Oh, right, we got it. Right there. And so I'm pretty much just kind of like randomly, you know, in a mosaic pattern, putting the blocks into place. And you can always do more revisions over time. And I'm seeing that probably would be a good idea to take out a couple more of these sandstone blocks right here. And even here too. So that we can, and even here, 3. Just to fully kind of bring everything together here. Hey, Aron. Doing well, man. How are you doing? It's probably the afternoon for you at this time, right? It's so fun. I get to catch a lot of you guys on the international crowd when I do these really early morning streams. And then at this point in time, I usually am able to start to connect with some of you guys that are waking up in the morning, which I'm always doing. I am on Mountain Standard Time, so my time zone is very, very early. It's only 5:38 here, which is kind of crazy. So we'll try to finish off with our terracotta right here. And I like that song, but it's not this sort of song. Which is kind of how I like to have the vibe here. Okay, what do we think? What do we think? What do we think? I think I want a cactus flower right here. Oh, right here. Right here. Right here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I got totally gypped right there. Okay, we'll have one cactus right here. And then eventually we will continue to expand this along down here. But I do think that we can do the same thing. Hopefully not. Okay, we almost didn't have enough sand. I'm trying to figure out... I want one more cactus, or I want one thing right here. I'd love to have a 2 tall flower right there, just to block that sight line for the moment. But I'm not sure. We're thinking. Man, Sleepy, that is a great question. I don't know. And I think that I don't know, hopefully is a respectable answer to that question. I kind of want that to be something that I come up with and comes organically to me, hopefully with my partner at that point in time. And I also want their input. So there's part of me that wants to not even consider until the time is ripe for that, if that makes sense. But it's a good question, man. A deep question as well. We head into free cam mod. Yeah, we just need one more. Stop recording. We need one more lantern up there. So let's see. We can stuff all of our materials once again in here. And after I get back from Spain, I think we will get to organizing it. It seems like I have to prioritize here. And then why don't we take out our sword? We already have some blocks in our hands, and unfortunately one of our destroyer friends is going to have to go here. I apologize, but today is your last day here in the kingdom of Zara. We will wish you best, and in the kingdom above, I promise you that you will have your own special resting place. I can assure you that. I can assure you that. Hopefully it's better. I don't know anything about that place, if I'm being honest, but hopefully it's a good place for him. Hopefully it's a good place. Hopefully it makes it a good place for me too. And he dedicated himself for the greater cause of ensuring that we can have the one lantern that we need in order to finish off the spit stop. Our build for Eki here in the desert world. Bada boom. And now we can officially take a step back. I love it. Of course, we still need that one more hay bale, but we just don't have enough wheat. There's nothing we can do about it. Hey, thanks, Sleepy. Enjoy, enjoy. I appreciate all the support, and it will be a very fun experience. If you are wanting to take a look at any of it, or even see myself in real life or anything like that, join the community. Come hang out in the Discord. It is linked in the description below. Along with, if any of you guys would ever like a Minecraft channel review, I am not going to be able to do it until I get back from Spain, but that's also in the description below. So, yeah, we are just grinding it out in order to make sure that we can get some new builds in the world. Another video out, hopefully, before I leave on Wednesday. So let's take a step over here. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And what we are going to do, you will have to forgive me to just hear my voice without any music for a second. But you guys are going to participate in a stream YouTube recording bit so that we can move the next segment on. If Platformer is still hanging out, sometimes you have to move the next part of the video forward. But I want to still hang out with you guys on stream. So I'm going to record a very quick segment. I hope that's okay with you guys. Let me just very quickly turn off the music for it. Ooh, what do you know? A pig that... What do you call a pig that knows karate? I don't know. Tell me. That sounds very good. Yeah, so Platmorpher, this is how I have to, like, you know, continue the grind. But I am gonna keep... No, I am gonna keep the stream elements, like the overlays, up. So that we can, I don't know, show that this segment was taken on stream, which I think could be fun. It's my first time like recording live on stream. If I do retakes, well, that's because I have to say it multiple times sometimes. Okay, don't give me any flack here. Don't give me any flack here. It takes a couple times, okay? We right now are in the middle of stream, as you can probably see with the overlays on the screen right now, but As you can also see behind us, we now have a brand new home for our camel friend Dorothy. I'm so happy that we ended up getting around to making this build, and the best thing about it is that we have a wonderful name, the Spitstop from Eki, who is the Slipper Plus member that we ended up making this build for, and I'm so happy with the design. Now, we do have Dorothy pretty tangled into the lead right here, and I know that she wants to get out and about, but it's still so nice having her in the kingdom and having her own spot right here. Also, usually it takes me more times to record. Usually I'm actually doing really good. Just saying. Maybe you should record things on stream. I don't know. But if we sneak our way inside, we can see that we have a couple of hay bales here, and then we actually have an armor stand, which eventually we'll use to place our own armor inside. And I had really wanted to put the cactus flower into this pot up here, but unfortunately you can't do anything about it. that glink sound is gonna show up in the video. But thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, and I forgot about this part right here. This is what I'm saying. Gotta make everything look good. This is all the behind the scenes things. Ekbar, thank you. We definitely need some hay for Dorothy. Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. And then on the side right here, we have our smooth sandstone and then some cut sandstone along with our fences. And then you can see the lead up top here. Now, as we've been saying, it is such a good feeling just having Dorothy in her own spot here behind us. But the reality is that I am going to Spain in 2 days, and I'm really trying to get this video out for you all, and we still have another build to make. So I say let's get to building it. And bada boom, y'all, that is my introduction, or my next recording bit. And so, you know, that only took me, I don't know, like 2 minutes or so, right? But at the same time, you know, there's times where like you don't want to have to get around to recording that bit. And so that can be frustrating. You know, it's like, it only takes a couple of minutes of time, but sometimes you have to speak and say it a couple times, you know, again and again. And so that eventually becomes a little bit more difficult. But Haley, if you're still hanging out here, I hope that you enjoy this build and that it is, I don't know, I hope you enjoy the video shout out too. You and Mari actually are going to be the last two slippers to get specific builds. I'm going to have specific builds and the ability, actually, if any of you guys would ever want to play with me in the world. I did update the membership package. So if you ever want to play in the world here with me and be in a video, or even if you don't want to play, and if you just want to have me make a build and kind of shout you out just like that, that is for the Slipper X's. But I am gonna start really just doing a whole ton more for the Slipper Pluses. And so you and Mari will have an upcoming build for you. Unfortunately, after Spain, I just don't have time for it. But yeah, definitely consider becoming a channel member, guys. And we do also have all of these awesome badges that we'll put in the chat right here. It's so fun. Okay, but with build number 1 complete, it is time for us to head and start working on build number 2. Okay? Which is going to happen right behind here. But before we leave the survival world, I just wanted to take a step back. And look how perfectly that stable actually just kind of fits into the area now. Hopefully you guys can kind of see the vibe that we're going with. I'm such a big fan of it. Although, as I said, we may not have the path like this forever. But even, every little addition that you end up making adds so much extra life to your world. Chef's kiss. A chef's kiss. Bueno. All right. We are going to head back into the creative world. And of course, we're going to have to save our replay mod files where we get to doing it so that I can make sure that this part actually gets into the video. Because that would be a big old bummer if not. I know that this all looks really different right here. It's because I'm using a specific texture pack for my inventory management and whatnot. Let's head back. Ooh. It's like, that was a ripe song. But this is much more of the vibe. Especially for me, it's not even 6 a.m. And it's almost our second hour on stream. Yes, Ekbar, thank you so much. I appreciate you. What do you call a pig? What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. That's a good one. I'm a big fan of that. All right, let's head. I'm actually going to head into my creative world. I'm not going to start off in the desert. We're going to be a little bit more extensive. And we can show you guys the mega build that we're preparing for. This big guy right here. Yes, Aaron. I'm going to take a quick sip of water. But yeah, Aaron, after we do the desert, we're going on to other biomes. The first biome was the snowy mountains. And honestly, I haven't thought about what biome I want to build in next. Because as soon as I think about the next biome that I want to build in next, then I'm going to start to want to end playing in the desert. I'm just stretching. Oh, I needed a stretch right there. Okay. As soon as I start thinking about another biome and building a kingdom in that, then I start to want to move away from the biome that I've been working on. And so I don't want to do that. But this is the very scattered out, not organized at all, sort of creative world that I have. I mean, it's ugly in some parts. And we could make this build. This was one of my original designs. I don't really like it, I'm being honest. And the original idea was to have tons of item frames, but I can't find any cows. So that's frustrating. But then as we kind of continue along down here, you'll see that we have lots of builds. Not all of these builds have gotten into the world, but about 90% of them have. The only couple builds that have not gotten into the world, this build right here, which I think this is the backside. Yeah, this build right here, which I think is actually really cool. I really like this build. As well as these builds right here, I want to use in the future. I'm really happy with these kind of like ruined arches And I love using diorite, as you can see with the massive tunnel behind us. So I definitely want to do that in the future. And then I have not built this tower right here. That's okay. It's a cool looking tower. It's literally just lit up by lava. It's covered on top right here. Right? But the light source is literally just lava coming down through like that. And I think that's really cool. But I think those are like literally the only 2 builds. Oh, and this guy, these 2 builds I have not put into the world either. And we could continue down there. That's a build that I just never really did anything with. This is a massive build that I'll probably put into a city one day. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. It has to be like a steampunk vibe though. And so this is another city building, but I don't even know if I would put this into the same city together. I'm really not sure. Because I would put this one in with the arches that we have right there. No, not right there. I have too many things. But anyway, we are going to start building today's episode's build. So I say, let's drop down in here. We'll start out with our cut sandstone. Do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't want to go too big right now. And 11. I'll go 11. But we're going to go small over here. 11 by 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then our entranceway will be this way, I think. Yeah, I think that's the vibe. That's the vibe. So we'll continue along this way. And then I'm so happy, again, Axiom makes all the difference right here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which should give us 9 in total. And I think I'm okay with that size. And then what I end up doing to give myself some extra depth to the builds is I'm going to come in and expand on the walls inside one time, just like that. And that's going to enable for me to still have room for an interior here. But now you can see that we have 2 kind of layers that we can work through, which is going to be very nice for us. And just to show you guys what we're talking about, if I put in the stairs like so, then you can see that gives me a lot more to do than if I just had one layer. So we'll kind of continue to like whittle on down this cube until it looks very cool. All right, and very desert-like. So I'm excited for it. And I'd love to know what everyone else is up to today. Actually, I think what we'll do, we'll come up down by 2 blocks like that. I like that. I mean, it's really just kind of thinking about designs, y'all. And then we'll actually pull back. Yeah. Once like that. Try to do something with that area like so. And actually this build, since this build is going to look ugly until we actually put these in here. So even if they're temporary, we might as well do it right now. I missed a spot. And as you can see, it already starts to look much more desert-like as soon as you have the slabs on top. So I think we're going to try something new. I'm just experimenting. We're going to do opposite side stairs like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this is definitely the play. Then we'll go up and down like so. Yeah. And really, you know, just I think getting good at creating or building is just over time giving yourself the opportunity to experiment and try these new things. Let's see. I think we're going to try to make it more symmetrical. This one is going in up top like that, I believe. Then this one like so. Yeah. And then we'll take some of our... Actually, let's keep going with the stairs. We'll do front-facing and then, I guess down-facing, then top-facing stairs like that. Kind of makes a face-looking thing to it. Okay. And then down on the bottom here, I think I kind of want to leave this open like that. But I do think that with these two blocks on either side, I'll just do a down and an up-facing stair again. I don't think so. What if we tried a slab? Yeah, again, just trying things around. Sometimes maybe a slab and one stair. Kind of fly back, and I kind of like it. I'm okay with it. Everything kind of comes together over time. All right. And then on the sides here, say let's try to keep it maybe a little bit more simple. We'll go up and down and up and down. Yeah. The kind of going up and down like this is one of the best ways I personally think you can just instantly add depth and texture to a desert wall. Guys, I think this is very funny. For those of y'all that are hanging out on stream, you guys just like me for me, hopefully. I have already discussed this. I am not a MAGA supporter. I'm an elementary school teacher, so, you know, you could probably take a guess as to where I lean on the political spectrum. But my most recent video's title or thumbnail is literally just so bad in terms of like a political charge for people, and I'm losing subscribers from people that are just looking at it and being like, oh man, like Slip is a Trump or like a MAGA supporter, where it's not. But it's funny, I'm still experimenting. I think that the thumbnail, I think it's really funny. And I spent a long time making it, so I'm gonna keep it up, and I want to see what happens, see if it does well. But man, I'm losing subs from it. And we'll come one more time up and down like that. Actually, you know, I switched it up here. I thought I might want to, but I don't think I do. Because the first stair right here is down and then up and down and up and down. Like that. And you can see it, you know, it's nice. Right? These little things already are starting to make a massive difference with our desert build. And then on the backside here, let's think. I think it could be kind of fun to do some diagonal patterns. So we'll go like that. Then I want to come in more, like so. Then maybe we'll come down more one. Alright, yeah. And then we're gonna do just even more fun with our stairs here. And hopefully, you know, again, if it doesn't look good, we just switch it out. Cool. So I like when they're together like that, meaning that, how do I need to do it? This stair needs to be facing that way. And then this stair needs to be facing that way. Yeah. See? So I like it like that. And then I think that we'll kind of do something a little similar like that on these. Because for me, when the holes are a little bit too big, it's not something I enjoy. Dude, I did think through the implication, Cobb. Morning, dude. Yeah, I want to see what happens with it, though. Like, I'm fine with it, you know? And I think the funny thing is that, like, if you click onto the video, I don't think, like, I don't know, like, maybe it's the sort of thing, as soon as you see something like that, you're like, oh, he's a MAGA person, like, but I feel like if you watch any of my content and you get to know me as a person, I feel like just, like, you know, like, y'all are smart people, like, you know, sure you can know that, you know, kind of who I am. At least I'd like to hope so. We don't want to go too much right here, it looks like. Let's try something like that. Again, and just figure things out. So, I don't know. I mean, the people that, you know, you guys in particular, you know me for me. And if other people that don't know me for me or don't, you know, want to take the chance to do so, are going to make their own opinions, then leave it to them. Okay, I kind of like on the back having all of the stairs like this, honestly. This is a pretty song too. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take out these stairs on the bottom. So I don't think I want them. And we have one stair that's messed up over here. Hey Ryan, what's going on? Apologies about that, guys. Ryan is now officially removed. That was not cool. Again, y'all, I am an elementary school teacher. Again, an elementary school teacher. Please do keep things appropriate. Does anyone want to be a channel moderator? Or a stream mod? I guess I am officially in need of applications for stream mods if anyone is interested here. What else do I want to do? That's no fun, man. People be wildin' on the internet. People be wildin' on the internet. See, we can maybe go up with a couple more stairs like that. Yeah, why don't we try it on this side too? One stair down here. One stair like that. One like that, I believe. Yep. This looks like another face. Does anyone see like a little Pokemon? Like, it looks like a turtle. Hey, Silent Storm, you've been woken up by a thunderclap? That is very on brand. If that makes sense. Are you saying that metaphorically or in reality. Guys, does this not look like a turtle? Yeah, I understand. I mean, I don't know. For me, I've just had so much fun really getting to connect with you guys. So for me so far, the positives have outweighed the negatives. So interesting, I'm sure some of you guys saw that and were like, how is Slip going to respond to that? I saw it, I was like, hey Ryan, and I was like, oh no. Oh no. Alright, let's fill in the top right here. We're not done. We're gonna start to add in all of the extra accent pieces here. And continue to make revisions as time goes on. Because, I honestly, as for those of you guys that have been hanging out, I have, I'm just building this off the dome right now, right? So if anyone has any ideas about how I could, or like a name for the build or a use or a purpose behind the build, I'd be more than happy to include it in the kingdom. Let's do some signs. One thing that I've found to be a pretty good tactic with these desert builds is you do want to have some contrast. It's going to make the build stand out more. And so trapdoors are a lot, but as you can see, just by themselves, they almost like stand out like too much. So I think that coming in with the signs right next to them has allowed for the contrast to kind of spread in a little bit more. And you may also notice that it gives an arch to the design as well. So I've been getting better at building these builds in the desert as time goes on. Which makes sense, Okay. And then maybe right here. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. And just thinking, I think what I will do very quickly though is we'll take out a pot here. And a lantern too. We're not using any diorite at the moment. Just to give an idea of whether or not I want this down here to be like this, and I think I probably do. Place these like so. Yeah, the lanterns make the difference. And the pots too, as you can see. So, let's see if we can do anything with some banners. I don't know if I want to necessarily do anything with the banners, but kind of just find little spots that could be okay for it. And one important thing that is worth mentioning is that I'm kind of thinking right now in diagonals. So right here, you can see that like this goes down here, and then this continues the visual appeal down to the sign right here, which could lead to the arch, which is my idea behind it. And I'm not perfect whatsoever, but another very underrated material to have right here is also going to be our buttons. So I'm going to try to go... I totally messed up right there. Up and around with these buttons just like that, you can see. And then right here, again, kind of thinking about those diagonals. And even, literally these little things are going to make a massive difference here. When you take a step back. Right? Like, not too shabby. And then, to give us more of an idea of what we're going for, we will also start to do a bit of texturing too. I'm just going to take out a couple blocks at a time and I'm going to replace it with really only the smooth sandstone. I'm lazy, so I'm actually not going to remove any of the blocks that I've already placed like the buttons on, because I don't want to go back and do it. But I'll pretty much, just go around and see what I can pick up or pick off, and then I'll come back in, start placing these guys down here. But man, building in the desert honestly is hard. Like, I did not think it was going to be that difficult. I'm still getting better, but I don't know. I want to become like a very good desert builder. And so you can see just with that little bit of texturing like that, right? Hey, Platmorpher, have a great day, man. A great day. Thank you so much for spending so much time with me this morning. If I don't chat with you before I head to Spain, I probably will here in the Discord. Yeah, we'll chat. We'll chat soon. Have a great day, dude. Have a great day. Okay. And the one thing I'm also thinking about, is there anything else that I want just right down below here? And I can't tell. And when you're trying to find out whether or not you want to add a little bit of extra detail along the sides, what I kind of like to do, this can just make your life so much easier. Just come in, start trying to make some like barrel designs, and see if those little additions are going to do what you want. And I think they might right here. So we'll come in with one more pile of our barrels right here. Right, and now for me, I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? I actually don't need to do too much on the bottom when it's actually in the environment with the barrels. And I'll be like adding other little bits and bobs. So I don't like to totally like add everything. But you can see that with the barrels, it really will make all of the difference. And the turtle face is very funny. Is there anything I can do to accent it? Is the question here. Huh. Oh, Silent Storm. Silent Storm, please join the Discord. It's in the description. You're literally, I just have the solution for your problem. Join the Discord. I'm 26. I'm turning 27 in about a month from now. And here's the thing. I'm an elementary school teacher, but I tell everybody, literally, like I tell my bosses, the principal, my coworkers, everybody that I have a Minecraft YouTube channel. And I've gotten over, I've told people that over time. What I've found personally, not everyone's going to care. If you're feeling, most people are not going to care. Like, most people, even if you were to send them your videos that may love you in real life, or even if they're a Minecraft fan, like, they're probably not going to watch all the videos. Like, I have friends that love Minecraft, but they don't watch all my videos. But through YouTube, I've been able to find a community of people that love the exact same thing that I do. And so we have over 150 people in the Discord, and most days of the week, I would say, we do have people coming in and sharing off their builds, and we give each other feedback. And there's a very large amount of Minecraft YouTubers in there. Some of the real big dogs as well on the scene. And so it's a very, it's called Slip Sanctuary. And I'm very proud of it, honestly. There's pretty much no moderation. It's literally just all of us hanging out. And the one thing I say to everyone when they join, I say, welcome to the sanctuary. A bunch of incredible, awesome people here. And that kind of has set the precedent for everybody as soon as they join, that they realize that this is like a really solid place to just be with other people that enjoy the same things as you. And so I really highly recommend coming and taking a look at Slip Sanctuary, especially if you want to stay updated along the Camino de Santiago or for anything like that. It's, I don't know, I consider you guys my best buddies that hang out in the sanctuary, and so have a space for that. And then at the same time, I think just be okay with the fact that people are not going to be into your content or, you know, going to like the same thing as you. And so that's one thing that when I've found to like online community, getting to know other people, like you really can do that to a significant amount. And it doesn't make up for the human connection. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, if you love Minecraft and you're 30, well, Minecraft is not a kid's game. Like, it is a game for kids, tailored for kids, but it's not a kid's game. And I think that there's a very significant difference to that. Because, you know, the majority of people that are hanging out in stream tonight, or, you know, if you were to get to know the other people in the sanctuary, or, you know, a lot of, you know, most of my buddies on YouTube that are also content creators, most of them are, you know, older, you know, not even in like younger, I'm still in younger adulthood for sure, but, you know, not in like, you know, not even like college age and that sort of thing. So if you are older, you know, please. Although I feel like increasingly so my audience may have started to become a bit more on the younger side, and that's more okay. You know, one thing for me, especially as, you know, as an elementary school teacher, is that Minecraft is a timeless game. So I actually love kind of like going on tangents about how Minecraft is such a beautiful game that appeals to so many people, and can teach so many different things. So, you know, if you're, don't let other people and their opinions on what they think about what you're doing with your time, you know, dictate everything, I would say. You know, all feedback is important and you want to listen to other people. You know, but when it comes to feedback, I oftentimes go by the saying of 2 cents. Like, this is my 2 cents. And if you think about 2 cents being like 2 cents of a dollar, like that's how much you should take other people's opinions and considerations into your own consideration when making a decision. At the end of the day, it's up to you, I do think. And when it comes to other people living, you're living your life in a way that you want to, or maybe you're living your life in a way that you don't want to because other people and their opinions, or, you know, how you want to be perceived by other people. Well, at the end of the day, one thing that I've been kind of subscribing to recently is the notion of you know, if people judge me or don't understand me based on the way that I live my life, well, let them. And the reason for that is, well, they, you know, most likely, and it doesn't mean there's nothing bad, like there's literally no problem in this at all. It's a beautiful thing about life. That, you know, other people that do other things that they love doing are living their life in a way that is not in a way that I would prefer to live my own life. And many people, you know, including, you know, many people, you know, would not want to necessarily wake up at the time that I did this morning in order to live stream, right? And to talk about Minecraft. And so when I told other people that, it's like, you know, oh, what'd you do this morning? Like, you know, I woke up at 3:30 in the morning and I played Minecraft and got to hang out with my friends and my fans for a couple of hours. It's like, oh, like, you know, people, you know, are either going to be very supportive of that or they're not going to. So, and there's a very long period of time before you really do start to get that reward for the fruit of your labor. So, you know, find communities, or even better, I think, build a community of people that love the same thing as you. It's pretty much been like the best thing for me, honestly, like the best thing possible about playing Minecraft. Actually, well, it's starting a YouTube channel. I've learned so much about who I am, about other people, about, I don't know, even more worldliness, I would say. As you can see right here, I do like trying to add a bit of greenery in. This is one of the hardest things for me to do. It is so difficult for whatever reason on these desert builds in order to fit a little bit of like vinage in without ruining it. Silent Storm, you're 27? Yeah, I'm turning 27 in a month, in 5 days. Mari, yeah, my birthday is July 28th. Oh, Eki. Eki, I love that. That makes me so happy. Eki Bar and Stinker. Yeah, I think, you know, genuinely for the kids, like, you know, again, I'm a teacher, and as a role model for them, you know, I really do get to show to them that, like, you can do the things that you want to in life, and it's okay to pursue other things in life and have passions and what I personally call other loves in life. You know, you can love doing other things, and you know, you may love school and you may love sports and that sort of thing, but it's okay and awesome to be passionate about things and share your passions with other people. So you are going to find people along the path that are not about you and about that, but you are going to find a variety of people that are. And the more that you keep doing it, the more you find those people. That's okay. Not everyone's going to understand you. I wish that everyone would. And that is one of the difficult but beautiful things about living this thing we call life, right? Silent Storm. Awesome, dude. Yeah. I think you'll probably see very quickly. It's a really great community. It's a really great community. Yeah. Really great group of people. I've had a couple people say it's like their favorite Discord server, which is crazy to me. I don't know. I think, yeah, you know, you get what you put out, I think. On July 17th for you, man. So similar in age. And King, first King, welcome to the stream, dude. Thanks so much for hanging out. And then when it comes to, is it fun being an adult? Well, yeah, it's fun being an adult. Fun being a kid. There's pros and cons to each. I really don't, you know, there really are pros and cons to each. For example, like here's a good way to put it, I think. Like for me, you know, I'm going to Spain on Wednesday, but I'm going to be by myself. And so, for example, since I'm going to be walking throughout Spain, if something happens, you know, I get to a hotel and, you know, or not to a hotel, I'll be staying in hostels. If I get to a hostel and it's booked and whatnot, and then everything else in town is filled and I'm in a foreign country by myself, I have to figure it out with my own money and my own resources and all those sorts of things, right? So for me, I get to go and explore Spain, and you know, it's up to me, you know, I get to choose where, you know, you only go on family vacations and you can't even drive when you're a kid and all that sort of stuff, right? But you also don't have the responsibility of being an adult. So, you know, you have more freedom, which is fantastic, but at the same time, you also have more responsibility. So there's pros and cons to each. You know, I wouldn't want to be a kid forever, and I wouldn't want to be, you only an adult without having been a kid. And so that's why I think adults say, really hold on to your childhood, because it only happens once, So when it comes to when I was younger and, as I continue to grow, I look for increasing amounts of responsibility. And as a kid, you have all this freedom, or, freedom in terms of like your time. Like you get to do what you, you go to school and then you play. It's like, you don't have to work, many schools, even my school, don't even have homework anymore. So life is just like, playing sports and that sort of thing, where adults don't have time for sports oftentimes. Like a lot of adults, to make ends meet, just don't have the time, especially if they have you as a kid. Like if you're a parent and you work full time and you have to do it, well, yeah, you get to pay for what you want, but you have to do these things. Like, whereas a kid, it's like, oh, if I want to go play in the playground, or if I want to go play football with my friends, you don't have to go and get the groceries. So hopefully that makes sense. But y'all, this right here is going to be the build that I will be putting in today, and then hopefully editing up the entire video today, so that I can get this video and then maybe even a movie. If I am unable to get it to you, please know that I have tried my absolute best. My absolute best. I really mean that. If you, first off, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you have not looked at our most recent video, Making the Desert Great Again, feel free to take a look at it and roast me for my thumbnail. Although, again, I'm not a MAGA supporter. I can assure you that. Awesome storm. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Actually, I won't see you soon. I won't see you soon. I won't see you soon. Well, thank you. Hopefully more videos coming soon. A month isn't that much time. We'll still get more slip in the meantime. Go into the Discord if you'd like to catch up and see all of the real life pictures, all of the architecture and inspirations and community while I walk along the path. I appreciate you all. Thank you.